This ain't for all you video rappers that go rent. This is real.
So are rappers really just fronting?
I would say it's more broke rappers than rich rappers.
For the most part, rappers are not millionaires. They have this bar, this sort of expectation that's been set extremely high, and it's unrealistic. There are very few Jay-Z's, very few Eminems.
Frequently, the person that you see bling-blinging doesn't have as much money as he would like other people to think.
This is a realistic look at what $1 million is to the first-time rapper. First of all, it's tax half. So that's $500,000 right then and there. Boom. So now you got $500,000 left. The first thing you got to do is get a nice car.
My truckity truck.
And there's $100,000. Now you got 4 left. You got to get your jewelry game up. And things are costing a lot lately.
I like necklaces.
So let's say you spend $100 on the low ball side. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to keep up with everyone else. So now you got, what, $300,000 left. You got to get a place to live, and you don't have good credit because you're just coming from the street. So you got to drop more than 20%.
I'm at home, baby.
So now you got about $250 left. Now your homeboys think you got way more than you have, and you got to look out for everybody on your block. So put 50 to that. You got to keep your fresh together.
I love my Gucci fits. They tailor-made.
So you're going to spend 50 on fresh. Your sneakers, you got to pop tags every single day. So put 50 on that.
Get your pair of these right here.
You have an overhead where you have to maintain all these things every month. So now you might have 20,000 in bills every single day. You know what I'm saying? And there it is. It's gone. There's no more money. It's a wrap. Your million is nothing.
The keys to being successful online are very, very simple. Actually, there are 2 commandments I have on how to be successful online. The first commandment is thou shalt not fuck around. The second commandment is thou shalt not be a pussy. And I'll explain. And really, I think if you obey these 2 commandments, then you'll be fine. So we'll start with thou shalt not fuck around. Most people spend a lot of time reading forums, buying products, and never doing anything. They're fucking around, I'll survey customers in my business. I've surveyed customers in clients' business that are in the same industry, and we'll say, well, how many of you have a website now? And 70% of them say, I have no website, I have no business, I have no product, even though they've bought everything. All right, well, clearly they're fucking around because it says so right in every single thing they bought. Here's how you get a website. And furthermore, if you want to know how to build a website, go to YouTube. So I think that people fuck around because there's no sense of urgency. So I say, well, listen, I want you to imagine this. Imagine that Osama bin Laden had a machine gun pointed at your family, and he said, you got 24 hours to build a website that can collect an email address, or I'm pulling the fucking trigger. I know they would figure out how to build a website, and they wouldn't go to a forum saying, now, which course should I buy that shows me how to build a website? Is this guy a scam? What kind of website should they build? They go to YouTube or something, type in how to build a website, pick one from one of the 30-something thousand freely available tutorials, and build the damn site, and when the site didn't come out perfect, they go back to it and they'd build, like, let's say the table wasn't looking right or the font wasn't right, they go back to YouTube or Google and say how to make font look right, and then, by 20 hours they'd have the damn thing up and they'd say, okay, Osama, I got the website, and we go, okay, good, thank you, see you later. And that'd be the problem solved. So they're just fucking around. If you don't fuck around, you'll be successful. Get to work. The second of the commandments is thou shalt not be a pussy is this. They say, well, what if it doesn't work, I'm perfectly willing to go into enormous debt to attend seminar after seminar after seminar and to buy product after product after product and get all of this education, but I'm terrified to spend $100 on a Google AdWords campaign to try to launch a product off the ground, to try to test a market and everything. They're just being pussies. They're afraid of that failure. So if you can accept the truth that you're going to fail about 98% of the time, but the 2% of the time that you don't fail, you're probably going to hit these massive oil wells that can reward you for the rest of your life. You'll be okay. But if you're just going to be a little pussy about everything and not get to work and not get started and get that temporary, like, crack cocaine high from buying the product that makes you feel like you're doing something, and then that wears off and you buy the next thing. If you're going to do that instead of actually getting to work and doing something, then you're screwed. So the secret to internet success is, get to work, don't fuck around, don't be a pussy.